Hi, I'm Dave and welcome back to BrenTeck IT Support. Today we'll be looking at a sponsored video from SwitchBot for the SwitchBot remote. Now we've already looked at the blind tilt, which we can find the video for up there, the humidifier, again up there, the absolute gorgeous 5-meter LED strip lights, which we can find up there, and the indoor cam, which we can find up there as well. Now, the SwitchBot remote is a lovely addition to the SwitchBot family. It allows you to simply, with a single click of the button, control a host of SwitchBot items as long as you've got the SwitchBot Hub Mini, and we've got the video for the SwitchBot Hub Mini up there as well. Now, these are compatible with multiple SwitchBot devices via the hub, and so when you click one button, you can make it automatically open or close your blinds. You can have the other button to control something else. Now, there's a little bit of a confusion between some of the marketing depending on where you look, because it's an easily programmed one command per switch, and you've got 2 switches on here. But in some text, it says that you can have 2 commands per button, which will give you 4 total commands. Now, I think that might just be typos in some sources, because we've been looking at not just the SwitchBot website, but the Amazon website. And so I believe it is just 2 commands, but it might be something that you can have a flip. So you press one button and it might, if curtains are open, it will close them. If you press it again, if it's closed, it'll open them. Not necessarily open, close. It might just be change state. So we'll find that out together in this video. So hopefully it will be change state, not just open. So therefore you could say one button will do just the curtains, the other button would do just the blind, but we'll have to find out together. You can also have it trigger scenes in the SwitchBot ecosystem. So you could have one button will activate a scene, which would close your curtains, turn on your light, and close your blind as well. So we've got multiple devices, so we will actually have a routine set up that this can trigger. If you do have any questions, just pop them in the comments down below and we can help you through them in the future as we work on the products. Well, let's get on with the unboxing of the SwitchBot remote. As always, when you're opening any packaging, be careful of yourself and the product as well. So we have the switch and a set of instructions. Now, the instructions are always very good with the SwitchBot products. They're very simple and easy to understand and follow. So you've got all the instructions there. And of course, you could always come back to our video and watch it again if you need an extra run through. So we'll take out our switch and we have it wrapped in a little bit of plastic. So we'll take this off and we get to our switch. You've got the one switch which has a dimple and a flat switch, so you know which one's which just by touch, so you can easily operate it in the dark. And we have some double-sided 3M Velcro, so you can stick that to the wall and stick that to the back of the switch, and you can stick it somewhere if you want to, or you can just have it lying in a drawer. Either's fine. Now we have a little light at the bottom there, a strap hook, so you can put a strap through, although there isn't a strap included, which is unusual because normally SwitchBot do include everything. At the back we have our little pull tab to get to the battery. And it is a 3-volt CR2450 battery. We'll just need to pull the tab to release the battery. Place it back in, we hear it beep, and we'll put the cover on, and we are now ready for setup. We'll have our phone set up screen here. So we'll just come to the SwitchBot app, and we'll just click the plus button. As always, it just finds it straight away. It's so convenient in the SwitchBot system. Now we need to put it in pairing mode. So we are going to press and hold these 2 buttons for 2 seconds. We hear it beep, and we should now see a light flashing at the bottom. So we click next. We can now give it a name. We'll call this bedroom remote. Master bedroom remote, and I will put it in the master bedroom. Now, do remember to make your rooms before you start the setup process if you haven't already got the room. Click Next. And so we can now come to the remote. Now, if you do lose the remote, you've got a Find Remote function, which just makes it beep. So we will set the action for the first button, and it's found all of our devices already. So I will have it so it will close all the curtains. So fully closed. Click Save. And I will make it so that this other button, Master Curtain, will fully open them. Now that's obviously only just doing a single action, so let's see if we can set a scene for this now. If we come to our settings, and we come to firmware and battery, we can see that we're on firmware version 4. We can turn on the light indicator at the bottom there, and we can have it beep so that when we press the buttons it will beep and flash, or we can have those turned off so that when you press the button it doesn't give any feedback. So that's a personal preference on how you'd want it. If we go to select manual scene, come up, it sees that there's an update date for it, so we'll do that and we'll go update now, and it will then grab the firmware update and it will put it onto the remote. And we can hear that it has completed the update. And just click Finish. And we'll come back to here. And we'll select this again and manual scenes. So we will now create a scene. Add a scene. And we will say we'll say master bedrooms fully closed, patio door fully closed, fully closed. We will call this one close curtains and go OK. And create. So we have that one set up. So now come back to our home, come back to the remote, and we will select this, manually select the scenes, and we will select close curtains. So now when you press that button, it will close them all. And close that error message because we do have a hub. We will now come and create a second scene. Manual execution, add action, and we will say open master bedroom curtains, open the patio door curtains, and open the small window curtains. And we'll call this open curtains. And say OK to that and create. And then we'll come back to home and to here. And we'll now say select manual. And we'll say open curtains. So we'll close that. So this setting here for pairing devices, that's if you want to pair it to your smart lock. We haven't got a smart lock yet from SwitchBot, so we can't test that feature, but that's why in some sources it says this switch will not work with a lock, but in an update they now do make it work with a lock, but you've got to pair it directly. So we will now close the curtains, and we can hear our patio doors close. So that has worked nicely. There's our small window closing. Go on, bay windows. So we have seen that it will now do that. And then we'll open our curtains as well. And what it does is it steps through those routines, so it does one curtain at a time. Well, that was really nice and quick and easy to set up, like SwitchBot products always are. The firmware update was a bit odd that you had to go to an option to get the extra functions to initiate the update rather than being able to get the firmware update via going to the firmware option. I think that's just a software update in the app that needs to be doing to make that a bit more intuitive. But it's a brilliant, simple product because especially at night, you don't want to be talking to your assistants to open and close curtains, turn lights on and off, because if your partner's gone to sleep and you've been up reading or something and you just press the button, it's really nice having voice controlled stuff, but sometimes a simple button is the way forward. And these really do hit that mark, especially within the ecosystem where we can control all the curtains. It's a shame at the moment I can't get this to work on Home Assistant. So many of the SwitchBot products just worked perfectly with Home Assistant. SwitchBot, I do love your products, but please, can you natively start supporting Home Assistant? I know it's a bit more development work for you guys, but Home Assistant is definitely becoming a very good ecosystem to be a part of, as it allows people outside of your ecosystem to be compatible. Because if I could use a switch to close our bedroom curtains, our downstairs curtains, using the SwitchBot curtains, and turn off our Lightwave RF lights, that would be absolutely brilliant, absolutely love it. But I do absolutely love the build quality. I know plastic is plastic, but you do get different grades of plastics. Now, you can get some really cheap, flimsy plastics that feel brittle or gummy, but the plastics that SwitchBot use are high quality, they seem robust, they've certainly got enough rigidity to it to absorb the pressure and pushing down on it when you need to move things and open things and lock things, but they've also got enough give in them that you're not going to break them. Like when we used the curtains, they had really strong clips and they worked so well. So SwitchBot, thank you very much for sponsoring this series of videos. We've really loved working with you, and we do hope that you're seeing the benefit of sponsoring us so that hopefully you'll continue in the future. And thank you to all of our subscribers and viewers who do watch. We do make these videos for you, and it is a pleasure making you these videos. It's a lot of work, but we are getting better and we're getting more equipment and we're always growing. So if you did like the video and you find it enjoyable, please do give it a good thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon as well. If you want to follow us on our social medias, you'll find all of our social medias down here. And if you do want to support our channel, you can help us greatly with a one-off PayPal payment, which will be down in the description below, or even better, you can become a Patreon subscriber and support us that way. Either would be absolutely greatly appreciated, and it would help us produce more videos because our equipment is getting more expensive. We're always investing in better equipment such as lights, tripods, cameras, monitors, microphones. Next upgrade we're going to need to do is a new server and more hard drives, as we're starting to fill that one up, and I'm hoping to go and get a 4K camera at some point. So that will then give us the ability to do much more digital zoom. If you do want to get yourself the SwitchBot remotes or any of the SwitchBot products, there's links for the remotes down below, and our sponsored links do give you a discount as well. We've also got a link directly to the SwitchBot website for all the other devices. If you look at our other videos for the other products, you'll see the links for them as well. And as always, have a great day and see you again. Bye for now.